Cyril's mother or father? How would you categorize what you are?
I'm Cyril's parent.
Right. So you don't identify as male or female, right?
That's right. That's correct.
What do you identify as?
Non-binary, trans.
Right. Were you born male or female?
Piers, I've seen your interviews. I know you've gotten in trouble for asking these questions before, and you know that this isn't actually the right way to ask them.
I don't think the most difficult question in the world is asking a guest if they're male or female at birth. I really don't. You do. Doesn't mean I have to.
No, when I was born, I was assigned female, but that doesn't mean I was born a girl.
Okay, and then you had a transgender, you had an operation to become male or not?
So I'll remind you, because I know this is not the first time you've heard this, the genital configuration and surgical history of trans people is not actually the issue on the table. It's not the conversation that needs to be had.
But that wasn't my question. My question was simply, did you have the operation to change sex? As we would define it, not how you define it.
Okay, so if that's the direction that the conversation is going to go, we can ask you conversations about if one of your testicles hangs lower, if one of your testicles hangs lower, or how you feel about circumcision in your own lived experience.
Well, let me help. Look, we're a family program, obviously. Let me help. I identify as a man. Susanna, I believe, unless things have changed in the last 20 minutes, identifies as a woman. Most people are happy to identify like that. I'm happy for you to identify any way you damn well see fit. It's fine. It's your business, right? What I'm more concerned about is your baby having absolutely zero identity until it decides what it wants to be. Can I call it it? What do I call your baby? Is it an it? What is it?
I use the pronouns they and their, and the same pronouns I use for myself, I use for my kid.
But they or there is a plural. It's not a singular thing. You're a singular person.
It has actually been used as a singular pronoun in English since the time of Chaucer.
Since the time of who?
Chaucer.
Oh, Chaucer, right. Yeah, but we've moved on a bit from Chaucer's language. I mean, otherwise I'd be saying to you, verily I say unto thee, I think your baby at the moment should be assigned a gender until it's old enough to work out if, like, its parent, I was going to say father then, nearly dropped myself in it, like its parent, you know, can help it have that debate when they, it's so confusing, when they get older.
All kids will figure out who they are.
But what happens if your baby gets to 4 or 5 and decides it wants to identify as a monkey?
Well, we'll probably have some important conversations about species and science and things that, you know, are appropriate for a 4-year-old.
For a moment, that conversation strayed into areas I was slightly uncomfortable with.
I do not have low-hanging testicle, as far as I'm aware. But